Good morning. Welcome to another BBR, Basic Business Realness. Today we are continuing with the planning section and we're going to move on to business structure. Now, if you've done the business plan, this could be in there, it could be part of it, depending on the business plan. But in case you didn't and you want to go through the thought process, this is what we're going to do. So, business structures. In Canada, we have 4 types of business structures. You have your sole proprietor, which is the most common, and we'll talk about names next in our next episode. So there's sole proprietor. That's when the business is basically listed under your social insurance number. You can have a trade name or you can use your business. It's the simplest form of starting a business. Then you have a partnership. This is traditionally done with a legal partnership agreement, and I highly recommend one of those. Lots of people go into a partnership and they don't draft up or have a legal document stating their partnership. I highly recommend that you do. By going in with a contract, you are setting your parameters, you're setting the roles and responsibilities of each partner, and you're setting up for in the event that you dissolve the partnership. So in the partnership agreement, it'll probably, the lawyer, I've never done one, but I've studied business law. Traditionally, you establish what each partner is responsible for. And it's basically a contract. So it's a partnership contract. And the third type of business structure in Canada is corporation. So this is when you incorporate a company. This is when you, there's lots of benefits to being incorporated. There's a limited liability, which is what I like to call a veil of protection to the owner. This is when you have shares. This is when you're a shareholder. Most small corporations have one shareholder that owns 100% of the shares. The joy of a corporation are tax planning, dividends. Again, you get a T4, your company issues. You're basically creating an entity that you're a steward of. Now, I use that word a lot when I talk to when I consult. I encourage even my sole proprietors to act as the steward of their business. Yes, the business is you. Yes, the business can't go forward without you. But having the mindset that you're taking care of something versus that it's just all you, and going through the proper steps of separating yourself from your business is really what we'll be talking about further on into the series. But you're setting up right from the beginning a separation between you and your business. Because forward thinking, how about if you want to sell your business? Forward thinking, how about if you want to incorporate? You want to start now to have the foundations in the operations of your company, and that's the setup and how the company operates, to where the books are, where your money is, and the structure in that sense, the operational structure. You want to make sure it's set up right. And that's part of the reason I'm doing this course, because a lot of sole proprietors don't set up their company correctly. They manage their money as if it's theirs, and they don't realize that the tax that they're collecting, they're stewards. They're really stewards of their company. Yes, you are the company. I'm not arguing that. Yes, the company can't go forward without you, but you want to govern your company as if it is separate from you and that you're a very major part of that. The fourth structure, business structure, in Canada is limited liability. Now, I don't have a lot of experiences. I believe this is for professionals like lawyers, doctors who create a limited liability company or a partnership, limited liability partnership, that type of thing. It's similar to a partnership, but it's in the corporate version. So if we can just recap, you have sole proprietor, single owner, you have partnership, one or more owner, you have corporation, can be single owner, and then you have limited liability, which can be multiple people, and that could be a partnership. That's a limited liability company can include owners of another corporation, to individuals, and it's again, my understanding, it's primarily used for lawyers, like partnership lawyer forms, like John Smith and Brown Limited Liability Company. Again, I have no clients that are a limited liability company. I strictly deal with the corporations, partnerships, and sole proprietors. Those are the areas that I'm very familiar with. So again, hope this is helpful. Think about the structure, and when you start a company, think about where you want to go. I often ask my clients, what's your exit strategy? How are you thinking you're going to retire? That's an odd question to ask right away, but succession is a real thing. You want to deal with the immediate, but you want to think about the future as well, and be forward thinking. After all, you're an entrepreneur. That's another one of BBR, Basic Business Realist. Hope you enjoy this one. I got to scoot. I'm a bit rushed this morning, so have a great day.